20 minutes are on the clock. The cars are all assembled. We get the green flag at the tail end of the field, and we're about to get round 3 of the 2024 Miata Trophy underway here at Brands Hatch. Red lights come on the gantry. Reds begin to build, and the lights go out now. It's not a bad start for Aiden Hills from pole position. Slowly away goes Nicholas Stott, so he's already dropping down through the order in the light blue Dayglow pink car. But as they head through Garden Bend for the first time, it's Aiden Hills that leads the way. John Langridge there in second, but under attack from Declan Lee as they start to clamber uphill and in towards the breaking out of Druids for the first time. The order still remains the same. Aiden Hill leads from John Langridge and Declan Lee, the top three as they were on the grid.
Yeah, Daniel Barron-Smith really got boxed in there. He was trying to go forward, and I think in doing so, that's just compromised him slightly. He's now coming under pressure from Drew Fletcher, side by side, all the way through the order, down in towards Graham Hill Bend. We all get through there cleanly, and we're already starting to see a platform. That front pack remains as it started, still with Aiden Hills leading away. Already starting to look like a margin.
So they head out of Surtees for the first time onto the Grand Prix circuit. Speeds begin to build as they start to head through Pilgrim's Drop and down through Hawthorne Hill. Lots of side-by-side action going further down through the order. It looks like the number 18 car, which is one of the Misty Racing cars, is wheel to wheel. And as they overall front pack head round through Hawthorne for the first time. Good fight going on for Rowan Lundy, who has dropped down into 5th, 6th place from 4th on the grid. He's under attack, I think, from Will Morris. Yeah, Will Morris in the black car up the inside, gets a bit of a wiggle on as he bounces over the curbs. That unsettles him. Rowan Lundy takes the place back as we now have a change to for second. Yeah, Declan Lee up the inside with a good run through Dingledale, goes through up the inside at Sheen Curve. The reigning champion, the green, the number 1 car, is through and ahead of John Langridge.
Yeah, Declan Lee really pushing hard. We can't forget about Alex Miller. Qualifying didn't go his way. He missed out on Super Bowl, and all over the grass goes Drew Fletcher on the exit of Stirling's. Gets the moment collected up, but Aiden Hill's lead is just continuing to extend and extend and extend. However, it may have been the cork in the bottle, and Declan Lee has just worked his way through and past. So let's see what Declan can do over the coming laps. Very much a one-way affair at the moment. All of that side-by-side action we saw at the start. We've got a good few battles in the second pack of cars coming over the line. One of those is the number 68 machine that's being in the hands of Martin Heath. He's all kinds of crossed up with Jack Hodges, really starting to feel that pressure, but Declan Lee is not exactly pulling away and closing on the Hills.
Aiden Hills has checked out, doesn't he, for the moment, under the first lap of racing. He had quite a comfortable little lead, really. 1.4, maybe 1.5 seconds was the advantage that he had, and he's not going to want to do anything other than watch in his mirrors as they squabble over what is second, third and fourth position at the moment. Declan Lee, John Langridge, then the car of Michael Nibbs, all together, those three fighting over second, third and fourth place. There'll be more destined to join them as well if they keep squabbling, because Ronan Lundy's not that far away, and then we get the next of the cars thereafter, which is going to be Will Morris in the all-black car. So this is exactly what Aiden Hills wanted. A good first lap, break the toe on the cars behind, let them squabble, try and disappear up the road.
Yeah, Michael Nibbs is still trying to work his way through and past the cars in front, one of those being Wayne Langridge. Of course, Declan Lee is still well and truly there, but at the moment Michael Nibbs, he can't decide whether to go forward or focus on his rearview mirror, because he does have Rowan Lundy just about there at the moment, hanging on his Connor Clifford. He's at the tail end of that lead train, and Declan Lee, I'd say, is coming under a bit more pressure now from John Langridge, pardon me. So John Langridge, he's starting to again just close that gap, but going with him this time is Michael Nibbs.
Another good squabble that I've been keeping an eye on is what's going on between number 15 Clive Powles and number 14 Connor Clifford. They have been pretty much nose to tail and side by side for the vast majority of it. They are, I think, heading towards the bottom section of the top 10 at the moment, over the start-finish line. Almost a bit of bump drafting going there. John Langridge looks for the inside line on Declan Lee, but can't make it stick, and then he's not concentrating what's going on the outside of him, and Nicholas Stott is it that draws him. Michael Nibbs rather draws himself alongside the wheel of the 82.
Yeah, Michael Nibbs, he was so brave. He almost showed his nose early. He's still on the outside as they work their way through Druids. That will have on to the inside on the way down towards Graham Hill Bend. To the inside it remains. On the brakes, they're still drawn absolutely level on the exit. He just nips across the nose, but has that compromised his exit? No. So Michael Nibbs up into third place, working his way through and past the number 5, John Langridge. But John Langridge immediately tries to fight back. Can't quite exit it all open. All of that fighting has allowed Rowan Lundy to get well and truly there. He's in 5th place at
out behind. Rowan Lundy had two wheels on the grass on the left-hand side of the car as he approached Hawthorne Bend, which is suboptimal, I would say. There was a bit of a wiggle as he realised that he'd run a little bit too wide, but he's got the moment under control and didn't really lose a great deal of time as a result of that. But scary moment for him briefly there. Car starting to descend down through what will be Dingle Dale and climb up towards Sheen Curve. At the end of the second lap of racing, Aidan Hills had opened up now a 2.3, almost 2.4 second gap between himself and Declan Lee in second place, who hasn't fully as yet escaped the grasp of Michael Nibbs, as he was still there in his newly acquired third place. So the train of cars head up towards the end of the lap, but leading the way, extending his advantage, is Aidan Hills.
Yeah, Aidan Hills last time through, 2.3 seconds to the good. Let's see what it is this time as he breaks the beam, I'd imagine substantially more. We're now seeing Nicholas Stotts come under pressure and already working his way through and past is Alex Miller. Lead gap up to 3.4 seconds now, but Alex Miller, I said keep an eye on him. He's on a charge, couldn't quite get the confidence around the outside of Nicholas Stott that time as they climb up the hill. And was that Nicholas Stott that inside the ring, or was it Alex Miller?
Couldn't quite tell from there. Some good fighting going on further down through the order. Yeah, Nicholas Stott is still having to stick his elbows out. Alex Miller right away there within those 2 points that I was alluding to. Clive Powers followed by Connor Clifford. Clive Powers in the silver car. Connor Clifford sitting behind him in the blue one with the lighter blue stripe down it. Aidan Hills now 3.8 seconds up the road from the number one car of Declan Lee, but everybody's still looking to try and mount a challenge home to the coattails of the second place car, but third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all not that far away as they start to build the speed, build momentum again and head down through Hawthorne Hill, and completed 2 laps already.
Yeah, Declan Lee not really pulling away from Michael Nibbs. I'd say Michael's just getting that bit quicker as the race goes on. Declan Lee last time through a 1:47.557. Michael Nibbs, even with an overtake, 1:46.695. So Michael really just unlocking the pace nice and early. He's almost starting on race leading pace, is Michael Nibbs, so doing everything he needs to do. There's a good battle further down. That's Ian Abel. He was under pressure, working his way in towards Westfield Bend. But as far as our leader concerned, Aidan Hills, 3.4 seconds last time, will be almost north of 5 seconds. I think this time, definitely not exactly pulling away. So Michael Nibbs is getting closer.
Yeah, he certainly is. And Nicholas Stott having a quick look at the inside of Will Morris, but nothing doing there. So the light blue car with its pink flashes has to tuck back behind once more. We've also got leading at the moment the Mark II's. Kelvin Sylvain is leading that, the wheel of the burgundy coloured car. And who is with him? It's Dylan Stepney, the Dago car. All of his time disallowed from qualifying. He is also trying to work his way through what is a very busy pack of Miata Trophy competitors.
Yeah, Jack Hodge is really applying that pressure onto Ian Abel now. They got across the line and break the beam absolutely together. Jack Hodge, is he going to look to the outside? We've had a bit of a run through the gravel, but I think we've got away with it by the looks of it. The gravel dust is still lingering in the air. Charlie Lane on the outside and just about manages to remain in front of, couldn't quite pick out exactly who that was, but we've still got really a battle between Ian Abel and Jack Hodge absolutely together. And Dylan Stepney, bearing in mind he starts at the very back row of the grid, he's doing all right as well.
He really is, isn't he? Yeah, that Dago car, Dylan Stepney, is doing beautifully well as he picks off a few more places and gains a bit more advantage. All the way down through the order, there are some good fights going on. And you can see right towards the tail end of the field, Charlie Lane has got his hands full. He's trying to attack and defend at the same time. He's in full attack mode at the moment, trying to go to the inside of Edward Dermott. Can't quite make it stick, so the Misty Racing car, number 24 car, still remains where he is. And that's going to be something like 20th, 21st place at this stage.
Yeah, somebody that's carving his way through the order as well quite comfortably is the number 62 machine. That is, of course, Kevin Sylvain. He went out in Super Bowl, I think, just to complete the requisite number of laps to make sure he was eligible to start the race. But for the moment, yeah, Ian Abel and Jack Hodge is absolutely together. Aidan Hill's lead continuing to extend, and the bonnet just raising on Declan Lee's car. That may have been going over a curve. Obviously, there's nobody really around to have contact with. However, getting closer and closer and closer is Michael Nibbs. Is he going to try to get around the outside? Yes, he is. Draws himself level, breaks the beam. He will be in second place on the timing as he was in front by the time he got to the start-finish line, all the way around the outside. Can he make it work? Can't quite get the momentum on the exit. Declan Lee remains there. Are they going to go defensive? Yes, Declan Lee works his way over into the middle of the circuit. Michael Nibbs will have to look to the outside. He'll try not to leave himself vulnerable to the car behind. And of course, John Langridge, who is still there or thereabouts, as soon as he got past by Michael Nibbs, he couldn't really do too much by way of an attack. But Declan Lee, he's fended off one attack, but maybe not enough.
Yeah, the problem is that bonnet pin, if the scrutineers aren't entirely satisfied that the bonnet is safe, is all right, because it was a fairly big impact into the barriers. So we bring the race to a premature status of just controlling it all with the safety car.
The drivers again communicating beautifully with each other, just making sure that they get onto the right side of the circuit with 8 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. There are presumably barrier repairs to be done to the actual Armco. There's a lot of tyres to be replaced as well, but yeah, drivers still working their way through and onto the field at quite a number of rated knots as well, locking up, trying to get the car slowed down.
Yeah, so one good thing is that Colin Wells, he gave the thumbs up to the marshals while he was still in the car. He did the right thing, stayed in there for a period of time until the marshal said, right, you're now safe to get it out. And it's great to see he's walking away from what is a fairly battered BC cars prepared number 6 Mazda, which you can see all the way down the right-hand side of it from where we're looking. It's on the brunt of the impact, and the red flags have now come out, I'm afraid. So it was scheduled to be a 20-minute race.